Just go from letter A, the start of the fast chorus, and you really listen and think what can be done.
Okay.
Yep.
By man came also the resurrection of the dead. By man came also the resurrection of the dead. By man came also the resurrection of the dead.
I like the three different ways of doing the text. I'm still troubled by these quarter notes. Is there some way we could make this, and again, this is something which a big choral society can tackle. We can, the text, by man came also the resurrection of the dead. The resurrection of the dead. Resurrection of the dead is very, very difficult.
Can we do something like literally stressing the important syllable of each word?
I would certainly do that. Yes, I would. And the question is, how much do you take away the unstressed syllables? Now, this is a challenge, actually, for these folks, because this sort of thing is really hard. It can sound, it mustn't be noticeable, but it needs to sound completely natural. Like Derek Jacobi or some great actor just reading this prologue of Henry V, reading the words so they come out completely natural. As we know, we talk about rhetoric, the lost art, how important it is. In Monteverdi, you know, one can do that fine because it sits so well on the text. Handel here, tricky. So we've got to help him a little bit, I think.
Ein bisschen Deutsch.
Right. Try to do it, try to have them make a little bit more use of the text stress and see if we can get to the point where it's not quite mannered, it's okay.
Okay.
Just try. I'd be interested to see whether we can do it with this type of singer, so expert as they are.
By man came also the resurrection of the dead. By man came also the resurrection of the dead. By man came also the resurrection of the dead.
Yeah, that's already much better. Resurrection.
Resurrection.
Resurrection of the dead. I think part of the trouble is that almost all the sentence is made up of small, when spoken, small syllable words, writ big so they become, and so we have to mess about with this, and this is hard. I thought that was better. To me, the line that needs to do this most is the bass line. It's the continuo line. If the continuo line can really emphasize the text stress, and then the sopranos on the top line, the most evident, treat it a little bit delicately, but make sure they do some of it, I think the effect works out well, but I think it has to, the word came. By man came all, by man came all, by man came all. You could do it like Monty Python. You could put the stress on all the different, by man came all, so, etc. But I think we just have to think about this because this is a tricky section and it applies equally to the last part as well. I personally have become more and more convinced that choral singers and many, many solo singers do not use rhetoric enough. The result is it comes over, it's all very beautiful, but it doesn't really convey anything. When you hear a really fine solo artist who, in the back of his head, the art of rhetoric, of being persuasive with the text, comes over clearly. They're in a different league. This is my own personal view. And I think choir's the same. There are so many excellent choirs these days. They sing it all beautifully in tune, and yet somehow nothing. So I would, in this, be quite keen on seeing quite a lot of messing about with that and really trying to bring it alive.